Hey yo guys, it's your boy PJ, and today we're gonna start another lecture of the GST chapter which we started last time. So if you guys remember last time in the previous video, the link will be in description. We discussed some important formulae that we would be using in this chapter. But today we're gonna start off with the types of sums that you will see in the GST chapter. And today we start with type 1, which is your bill type sums. quick quick reminder that this type is very simple. It's a very scoring chapter, and as long as you understand it, I mean, the marks are basically free. So the first sum is: a dealer in Delhi supplied goods to a wholesaler in Agra as per the details given below. Find the amount of the bill. So whenever you see the word amount of the bill or total amount of the bill, you can come to know it's a bill type sum. This type of sum we use certain columns to solve. You can see that we can use first column will be, let's say, your cost or cost price in Delhi, which will be in rupees. Then you will see that you have to apply some discount to it. Okay, and then you will see your selling price. Now, net basically means zero discount. Remember that. And this GST, as you can see, it's the same for all the products or all the services offered. So we'll technically calculate the total GST based on the total SP in the end. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now. Here we have our first product. The first product is basically 2100 bucks. You get a discount of it on zero. And I told you in the previous lecture that if there is no discount, okay, this will actually be your MP. This will be your MP. Yeah, marked price, because somebody is selling it at the marked price. So the marked price is 2100. There is no discount. Your SP will be equal to marked price, which is 2100. Next, we will see our next product is marked at 3500. Again, the net is there, zero discount, so we will sell it also at 3500. Okay. Now comes the trick. We have a product marked at 2200. The discount is 25%. 25%, 25% of 2200 is nothing but 25 upon 100 into 2200. This works out. Selling price, remember, selling price is always equal to mark price minus discount. We discussed this in the previous lecture. So when you do 2200 minus 550, what will you get, right? Similarly, for our next product, 2850, you get a 30% discount. Remember, so our SP will be 2850 minus 30% of 2850. Our last product is 3450. It's marked at 3450. They're giving a 40% discount. I don't know why. They're very happy. So they got a 40% discount. So what is 40% of, so our selling price will be nothing but 3450 minus 40% into 3450. Now your sum is not over here, but you can say the major part of your sum is done over here. Now all we have to do is find the total SP. The total SP is nothing but you add these values which I am going to tick right now. You add these values. So we will get 2100 plus 3500 plus 1650 plus 1995 plus 2070. Once you do this, remember the rate of tax that they have given us, the rate of tax, GST they've given us is 12%. So our net selling price or bill amount, net selling price or bill amount will be SP plus tax, which is nothing but 11315 plus 0.12 into 11315, and that becomes, and this guys, this is your final answer. Let me just highlight it. Yes, this is your final answer. So this is how you solve the bill sums. Let's just do a quick recap on the steps that we did. First thing I read the sum, I noticed that the GST amount is constant. So I planned on taking the tax at the end of the sum. Next, what did I do? Next, I found out the individual selling prices. Selling price is nothing but mark price minus the discount. I added up the individual selling prices to get the total selling price, and then to find the net SP or the bill amount, you add the tax levied on the SP to the SP. So 11315 plus the tax on 11315 will give you 12672.80. That is your net selling price. Let's look at the next sum. Let's look at the next sum now. Again, a similar type of sum, don't worry. Very easy, very scoring. All you have to do is get your calculations right. All you have to do is get your calculations right. Marked price, discount. You can calculate the discount over here only. And here also marked price. And then we will write our SP is nothing but marked price minus discount. D is short form for discount. See, the rate of GST given here is 18% only. It's common for all his services, so we can add it to the end of the bill, right? Let's first focus on person A. Person A, his marked price was 5,500 for person A, and then he got a 30% discount. The discount is 30 upon 100 into 5,500, which is, I'm going to quickly do this. SP is equal to mark price minus discount, so do 5,500 minus 1,650, you will get 3,850. Next, let's look at customer B. For him, the market price was 6,250. He got a 40% discount. Gonna do the same thing. 0 minus 2,500 gives you 3,750. Next, for customer C, for him the market price was around 4,800. He got a discount of 30%. Right? He ended up, this was the selling price, 3,360. What did I just do? I just subtracted the discount from the market price, right? Now, our last guy, his cost was, okay, D is 7,200. I'll just write down over here. D is 7,200. And what's the next guy? E is 3,500. E gets, I think, 20%. E gets 40% off. It's 20 by 100. That's 20%, and E gets 40% off. This would be pretty helpful. Let's find out this. And 7,200 minus 1,440 will give us 5,760. Let's calculate 1,400 is nothing but 2,100. Now, as you can see, we've gotten all our selling prices. So let's say total SP. Total SP, you add up SP of A, B, C, D, and E, and once you add levied is 18%. As we know, GST is always levied on the SP. So our net SP, or you can say bill amount, the bill amount will be our SP plus 18% of SP, which will be 18,820 plus 0.18 or 18% into 18,820, 22,207.60 paise. Okay, guys, so this was bill amount. Very fun sum. This is much easier, in fact. Okay, just you need to read the sum properly. Remember, ICSE, please pay attention to the question and they'll try to trick you with the wording, something like this. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'm highlighting the tricky words are all underlined in green color. Let's look at it now. Mr. Malik went on a tour to Goa. He took a room in a hotel for how many days? 2 days at the rate of 5,000 per day. Remember, it's 5,000 per day, not total amount. On the same day, his friend John also joined him. Hotel provided an extra bed for charging 1,000 per day for the bed. Remember, it is 1,000 per day for the extra bed, and he had one extra friend, John. How much GST at the rate of 28% is charged by the hotel in the bill to Mr. Malik for both the days? So they have asked us what is the GST charge. They've not asked the net bill. So we need to find only the GST, not the total amount. How will we solve this sum? Firstly, firstly we'll have to find the total SP or the total amount of the bill. Look, he took a room in a hotel. Expenses due to Mr. Malik. Or you can call this SP1. He took a room in a hotel for 2 days, and for one bed it was 5,000, right? So for Mr. Malik's bed arrangements, it was 10,000. Now, expenses due to John. John came in, and that became an extra expense. So SP2. John also stayed for 2 days, and his bed was $1,000 a day. So 2 into 1,000 is equal to rupees 2,000. Now, total SP is basically summation of these two, or you add these two, you will get rupees 12,000. Now, how much is GST? GST rate going in the hotel is 28%. How much GST did Mr. Malik pay? So Mr. Malik had to, when he had went to the reception and they asked him, they showed him the bill, what was the GST? So the GST amount is basically the tax, tax percent into total SP, which is 28% into 12,000. And this is the answer. Notice here they asked you only for the GST. They didn't ask you for the bill amount or the next selling price. They have asked you only for the GST. Let's move on to the next question. Mr. Ashraf went to see a movie. He wanted to purchase movie ticket for 80. As the ticket for 80 was unavailable, he had to buy the more expensive first class ticket, 120, or the upper range ticket. How much extra GST did he pay for the ticket? And they've given us the two slabs of GST. For the cheaper ticket, it's 18%. For the more expensive one, it's 28%. How much extra did he pay for the ticket? Now, you can solve this sum very easily. I will solve this using two cases. Okay, case 1 and case 2. Sorry, my line is a little weird, but I drew it freehand. Okay, case 1, the SP1, SP for the theater. The theater was selling the ticket, so SP1 is $80. And GST1 is the rate. GST 1% of the rate for the cheaper ticket is 18%. So how much GST he would have paid in case 1 is rate of tax into SP. So 18 upon 100 into 80. This works out to be around rupees 14.40. And in SP2, what he actually paid 120 because his cheaper ticket was not available. And the GST levied on this expensive ticket was 28%. So what was the amount of GST he paid? In the case 2 is again rate of tax into SP. And this turns out to be 33.60. Now they're asking us how much extra GST did he pay. So extra GST, as many of you might have guessed correctly, is nothing but GST2 minus GST1. which is nothing but rupees, the extra GST that he extra GST that he paid. Okay. So these are all the types that are covered in the part one, which is related to your bill type sums. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please mention in the comments if you didn't understand anything, or you can copy paste a sum which you want me to help you out with, and I'd be glad to help all of you out. But don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends who are with you either in your tuitions or classes. Anybody could use this free extra help. It's great to teach you guys. Bye bye. I'll see you for my next video.